everybody, my name is Marianne Knowles and I'm with the Jameson team of Lively Real Estate. I'm here at the beautiful sponge docks of Tarpon Springs. This is an industry where sponge divers go out to the Gulf of Mexico and dive for the biggest and best variety of sea sponges. For 30 years, the sponge industry surpassed both the citrus industry and tourism in Florida. Greek immigrants came here in the 1900s and the rest is history. Tarpon Springs has the largest Greek community in all of the United States. We're here on Dedo Canis Boulevard and the street is filled with restaurants, dolphin cruises, catamaran cruises, bakeries, and of course, sponges. So let's go take a look. The divers come and put their sponges out to dry. And of course, it's a beautiful sight. Here's one of the boats that takes you out to experience what the diving experience is all about. Of course, it's just a show, just to see how the divers do their jobs, but they mainly go out for weeks at a time. Here's some common street art that you see in the streets of Tarpon Springs, both here at the Sponge Docks and in downtown Tarpon. There are total about 15 to 20 bikes by a local artist who got the inspiration from visiting Amsterdam. He decorates each bike differently, but each one does have over 100 lights, and it's quite nice in the evening time. You cannot visit Tarpon Springs without stopping at Halaz Restaurant and Bakery. This place is legendary and very well known. At night there are some belly dancers and some entertainment, and it's always very, very busy. Some of our local divers here are back. They just came after being gone for a few weeks. The sponge diving industry took a big hit quite some time ago when an algae bloom affected and killed off most of the sea sponges in the Gulf. As a result, the divers resorted to shrimping to make ends meet. Now, the industry is much smaller, however, they're pretty steady financially. The restaurants here are truly authentic. One of my favorites is called the Lamani. It's just a stand-up takeout spot where you could get the best Greek food. My husband and I visit there often, and it's right over here. It is such a good spot. I especially love their fish pitas. If you're ever here, please go. Amazing food. The largest vase sponge ever.
With a mixture of acid
Found in the Gulf of Mexico, 40 feet deep, and brought to Tarpon Springs in the summer of '79. Look at the size of that.
In the United States, home improvement stores buy sponges and sell them in their paint supply areas. During the 30s, sponge sales in Tarpon Springs brought the windows.
Okay, here is my favorite place on the Sponge Docks. This is called Tarpon Springs Olive Oil Company. This whole store is infused olive oil and vinegar. I hope you enjoyed this little view of the Sponge Docks in Tarpon Springs. What I love the most about being a homeowner in Tarpon is that we are so supported by tourists and they help with funding in the city, but it's normally a day trip that tourists take since Tarpon does not provide much lodging and accommodations for tourists. With that being said, it protects the homeowner because there's not a lot of traffic and prices aren't sky high like they are in typical tourist towns. So I hope you like what you saw, and I hope we are going to be shooting our next video soon. I can't say when it will be, but it will be soon. Stay tuned. We have only touched the surface of Tarpon Springs, but if you think that you're interested in pursuing this area, please message me directly and I'd be happy to send you some homes that are currently on the market.